What's going on, tube heads from the next dimension over and lost children of the sea? My name's Warren with DFC Industries, and I'm here. It's a Saturday, day 6 of this half-acre clearing job, and I probably could have done it in 5 days, but I had a few hiccups, a few things here and there, this and that. There's always something, but let me zoom out here. All right, so all the trees are down. I'm gonna haul the rest of these trees here. I got about 2 loads. Yeah, it's 2 loads. And then, get this excavator started here. Warm it up. But I've been doing a lot of thinking about stuff, and just got some ideas here. But hear me out. We're surrounded by frequencies, right? Everything emits a frequency. Everything from us to the trees, to the plants. Give me a second, let me start this up here. To this excavator. Let that warm up for about 10 minutes at least before I even mess with it. But everything puts out a frequency to an inanimate object, to a tree that's living, to a person that's living. Everything reflects a frequency, has a frequency to it. Think of light, how light, you're seeing the colors, but it's the bouncing off of the light off the item. Get this, okay. Everything is really right there in front of us. All the answers in life are truly in front of us, It's just a matter of exploring and being able to find it. So, I'm obsessed with people that accomplished a lot in their lives, big prominent figures. So, the theory of relativity, how is it that someone could come up with that on their own, all these different equations, all these different understandings of our surrounding. And I'm thinking everything is frequency. Everything living, everything dead, everything has a frequency to it. The planet has a frequency to it. Our electromagnetic field has a frequency to it. Okay, so let's dive a little bit deeper here. Say I'm like a presidential figure or a leader of a country. Okay, let's go through this. I want to be able to find out what makes these musicians so powerful. I want to be able to find out how they're able to gather people in masses, millions if they possibly could. But how is it that these musicians are able to energize these people and make them do whatever they want willingly, happily? How is it? General, I need a report. I need you to put a team together, and I need you to find out what makes these musicians so powerful. How are they able to do this? Okay, well, the report's in. These musicians are frequency manipulators, okay? That's what I see a true musician as. They are frequency manipulators. They're on a different fucking level. Now, a lot of musicians today, what you consider a musician, I don't consider them fucking musicians. I consider them fucking bums. And you want to know why? Because they're putting out bad frequencies. They're putting out fucking bad frequencies. Jelly Roll, all these motherfuckers, I get it, I got it. But you know what? They're putting out fucking bad frequencies. All these different, Oliver Anthony complaining, just whining and complaining is what I hear from a lot of these fuckers these days. Just bitching, whining, and complaining, and they're putting out the sad boy frequencies. I call them the SB frequencies, the sad boy fucking frequencies. All right, that's what they're putting out. A true musician uplifts the soul. A true musician will energize your particles, will energize your cells. Okay, let's go into a different category here. Let's talk about cancer. Let's talk about cancer and how it's ravaging this planet, how it's ravaging the people of this planet. And of course there's a cure. That's obvious. Come on, folks, don't be too stupid. Don't be too trusting in everything that you hear and see. But get this. Okay, so how is it that, okay, we go to a concert, you know, can the music going to a concert cure our cancer? Can it, what if the cancer is a hardened cell that needs to be loosened up to a certain degree so then the body can take over it and fight it off? The cancer cell is so shelled and so hard. What if it needs a frequency to be able to destabilize it? Okay, so, but you're talking internal. So what does that mean? You stick some prongs in the body, like think of a syringe, but something thicker in diameter, and something that you would stick at certain key points in the body and release different frequencies, high frequencies, and finding out the right megahertz or the right exact frequency that'll break apart the shell of a cancer cell. Okay? The studies are already out there, folks. These things get hushed up. They get put away. There's a lot of scary stuff going on out there. But, you know, with the world and turmoil and all these wars and this disease and all of this sort, we could definitely, we could fix it. We could do a lot of things. we could fix a lot of things out there. Now, think of the prominent musicians that you might be very connected with. Bob Marley, John Coltrane, maybe the Beatles, different musicians. Why were they all fucking killed? You know, they seem to all be going down in plane crashes at one point. If you guys look back on history, why was it? Well, we could say, well, you know, they're on planes so much, the statistics are higher that they're gonna. Yeah, but there was a lot of fucking bands going down in airplanes. A lot of good fucking musicians dying early. And I'll tell you what happened. They got killed. They got taken out because they knew too much. And even if they weren't putting forth the teachings in the music and verbally saying it, it was their frequencies were too scary and too strong, and there were a lot of stuff was going on. What separates us from a third world country where they're warring and they're just raping and pillaging and fucking just lawlessness? And I tell you what, there is no difference between us and them. No, it's the frequencies that are being emitted, and it's what's being allowed. Of course, there's a lot of different factors, but what I'm getting at is everything is made of frequencies. Everything emits a frequency. This whole universe is frequency based. Everything is off frequencies and wavelengths, sine waves, different things like that for the amount of input, and you get the output. Think of a sine wave, you know, the troughs, the highs, the lows. It's very, but I think I'm slowly getting to something here. But think of the famous musicians that try to instill teachings into their songs, you know. Think of Dio, you know, from Black Sabbath. Think of, it can come from many different genres. It doesn't have to be classical music that's going to be the music of the healing nature. There could be rock music. It can be jazz. It can be folk music, country. Now, there's very good musicians out there that are putting out great stuff. And then there's other ones that I call the fucking sad boys. And I can't stand that sad boy fucking shit, you know. I can't stand people that are going to convince people that this country is trying to tear them down, you know, bullshit like that. You know, let's deal with reality here. If anyone's going to try to tear you down, it's going to be your own self, you know, self-sabotage, feelings of unworthiness and not understanding your own subconscious and superconscious mind, you know. Why did the monks, or why do the monks practice oming, like Om? Have you guys looked into that? Centering yourself, putting yourself at a frequency level where you can rid yourself of all minutia. I think if we changed our practices, then we could find a lot of answers. We could find a lot of answers that are really right here in front of us. Everything is literally right in front of us. Think of the Wright brothers, you know, the airplanes. That was just a little while ago, really, when you just think of human development and growth. And that was just it was basically yesterday, you know, humans trying to create aircraft and airplanes and things like that. And you know what? They did it. They had a huge determination. Now, I don't know the whole backstory, if they took ideas from other folks, this and that, you know, but what I'm getting at is that you guys can, anyone can, we can accomplish shit that we've been told in school requires huge amounts of dedication, research, time into getting trained up and schooled properly. Folks, I think schooling is good. You know, I think school and education is good, but we also need to be able to learn discernment, you know? And a lot of the things that are taught in these schools, they leave out a lot, okay? They leave out a lot. They're not dealing with the reality. You know, a school's idea, they want to make a bunch of free thinkers, you know? But I think they're leading people into a path where they just can't trust anyone unless they have a fucking doctorate or degree behind their name, you know? But I'm gonna keep doing exploration of certain stuff, and I can't wait to make some more videos and songs and stuff like that with cool skits in them and things of that sort. You know, I'm just having fun, but you know, maybe I'm also trying to put some stuff into my songs that might make people think and question, and that's cool. I like that. Now, I've got a long way to go, but my goal is to become a world-class musician. I want to become a world-class musician. Well, why a world-class? Well, I want to be able to reach people not just of this country, you know? I want to be able to reach people in South America, in Asia, in Europe, in you know, Australia. I want to be able to fucking groove out, and people are like, "Damn, this is nice, man," you know? And I want to be able to instill teachings into my music. And I'm just going to I'm going to try to be faith-led, you know. I'm going to try to make the right decisions here and see what comes of it, you know. I surely can't plan everything, but I think there's a lot to be offered, and each individual, you know, there's a lot. One person can have such a huge impact on this planet, just one person. So we can all think that way, okay? We can all think that way. We can all go about our day and understand that how we choose to treat ourselves and treat others, it's going to have an impact. Think of those frequency waves, you know. But we'll get more down to it. We'll have some fun. I'm gonna put some music together once I'm finished with all this work, and we're gonna start creating some cool shit, guys. I'm gonna haul some logs off here and grease up the machine. Have a good, safe day, and keep on trucking, yo. You guys be safe. Have a good day. Let's push ourselves. Let's try to help others. Let's try to do something. I mean, life is too short, folks. It's a new day, it's a new way. Let's get our fucking acts right, and let's get productive, alright? We ain't here to fucking stagnate. We ain't here to just fucking breathe, eat, and shit, alright? We're here to do more than that. So let's lift ourselves up. You lift yourself up, get the fuck up. No more sleeping in. Wake your ass up. It's time to get to work. It's time to get productive. Alright, folks. Love you. Y'all take care.